Hey everyone, and welcome to August 2025 and our full moon video. This is Kathy Pickett, and I'm Amanda,
Hello.
and we are here with Heart Tree Institute. And please feel free to subscribe. The button's down below, and please feel free to look at our website. We have upcoming classes and offerings of different kinds about teaching. We have one tonight on flower essences. We have one about what's the other one coming up, Kathy? What's the one next week?
Soul's Journey.
Soul's Journey. So
Yes.
that's a soul's journey through the afterlife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So please check us out. And right now we're going to be talking about the full moon in Aquarius. So this full moon is going to be August 9th. It's going to be this technically Saturday. It's 3:55 in the morning, but it's really you're going to feel that energy mostly Friday night as that moon really comes into its fullness. You're going to feel it really starting now. We're already feeling that full moon as it comes into its fullness and then leaves its fullness as well. You're going to feel it before and you're going to feel it after. We have a full moon in Aquarius. It's also called a Sturgeon moon. This is the time in the northeast where we have a lot of big fish, sturgeon, moving up our rivers. And it would be a time of great abundance. Actually, it would be a time of great activity. There would be a lot of fishing, there would be a lot of gathering, there would be a lot of preserving. It's a time of great activity, but it's also a reflection of the great abundance up here in the northeast of August, and many parts of the country and many parts of the world of this time of year where we have all the fruit coming into ripeness and the flowers in full flower. I mean, this is just such a ripe and beautiful time of year, and this moon is reflective of that. We also have a sun in Leo. So we have a fiery sun and we have a moon that's really kind of more in the mental sphere. But we have this Aquarius energy, and this is a really interesting time on the planet. I'm sure all of you have felt it, where everybody's really feeling change. We're feeling a lot of change. We're feeling a lot of change in our own lives. We're feeling it in our bodies. And we're also seeing it reflected in the outer world, and it can become really overwhelming. And there's a lot of personal change. And then we can get kind of plugged into that, all that is the way that great network, the way we're plugged in through the quantum field into the society that is going through a lot of change and a planet that's going through a lot of change. So sometimes that energy of change gets amplified in your system. So that's one of those things that anytime any energy gets amplified in your system, you kind of have to ask yourself, what is mine? And what is not mine. And what is mine is what I can do something about. What is mine, I can take care of my personal change, my internal change, my external change in my little world. And then some things about the greater world we can change, and some things about the greater world we can't change, but we are certainly in a great time of change. They're the way that I look at it and the way that I've heard other people talk about it is we had an agricultural revolution, which created a tremendous amount of change. And we had an industrial revolution, which is creating a tremendous amount of change or created a tremendous amount of change. And we are really living in the end of the industrial revolution, both of those revolutions. So we're really at the max capacity of that industrial revolution. And we got really comfortable. We all got air conditioners and cars and great shoes. We got really great things. And now we're on the cusp of another revolution, which they're calling the technological revolution. And with that, thank goodness, there's also this uprising and downloading of what we can just call a spiritual revolution or a spiritual evolution of humanity, so that our spiritual essence, our spiritual capacity can grow exponentially to meet the demands of this next exponential technological revolution. So we're seeing great energies come to this planet. We're seeing great catalysts come to this planet to really push and accelerate humanity forward in a spiritual, evolution. And this moon is kind of like that. This moon is really about your inner authenticity, and your courage to have that inner authenticity. We have that sun in Leo, so we have that, that lioness of God, that willingness to face what needs to be faced, to find the courage to move forward. But we also have a lot of unknown. We don't, for the first time in a really long time, it's like the future is very unknown. And in that, we have this opportunity to really let go of the things that are known that are no longer serving us. And the best description I could have for this particular full moon, that we want our freedom, we want our authenticity, we're willing to follow it. And we're stepping out of conformity, when our authenticity is not in reflection to what is in the outer world, then you can feel the dissonance. And I've even had conversations lately where it's like, I'm talking to someone, I'm saying these things about my life, and it's almost like I'm like stepping back and I'm like, what am I saying? Like, what I'm saying is just rote. It's just like what you say about your life to this person, but it has like no authenticity behind it. And you might even notice that. You might even catch yourself in moments where you're just like, oh man, I'm just saying what is expected of me. I'm just doing what is expected of me. I'm just saying and doing what is comfortable, but it doesn't have the power, the juice of authenticity behind it. And you might really start reflecting about that. And this is a really interesting time where we have this full moon time. It's a really special time because there's times where, that caterpillar, it's eating leaves. It's a little caterpillar. It makes a chrysalis around itself, and it literally turns to goo inside. Maybe its nervous system stays the same, but it goes in with a certain kind of, digestive system. It comes out with something completely different, so it's like we're in the chrysalis. And right now, sometimes we can really remember that we're becoming a butterfly. And that's when the authenticity is just like, yes. And you're just like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm becoming. I'm moving forward. I'm really feeling it. It feels great. I can see all these different parts of myself, but I don't feel attached to them anymore. I can feel that old anger and that old woundedness and that story of abandonment. Oh, I'm so sick of it. I'm willing to let it go. It can have this real wonderful place like that. But then there's sometimes where we're in that chrysalis and we're goo and we're just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I had someone reflect that to me today because she said to me, oh, last time I saw you, you told me about your 3-year plan. And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And she said, you had this whole awesome 3 to 5 year plan and you know what you were doing and you knew where you're going. And I couldn't even remember saying it. And I was like, oh, this is that moment where sometimes you're becoming a butterfly and sometimes you completely forget like what you're doing, what you're thinking, where you're going. And it's gonna be kind of like that right now, these moments of really knowing and then these moments of not knowing, these moments of conformity and these moments of just like that energy of authenticity. And that energy of authenticity is really powerful and it can hold our attention, and our attention is really powerful. It's probably the most powerful energy you have. So that's what I want to say too about this full moon is like this full moon can also in that Aquarius energy can really be about the future. So right now, if you can, and I'm not saying don't do good things in the world and don't pay attention to what's right in front of your face, but I am saying there's a world that's deconstructing and you can give it your attention, or you can spend some time thinking about the world that's going to rise after the deconstruction. You can spend some time thinking about the future that you want to see and you would love to see happen, because we have to anchor that in. It's going to anchor in through us. Who made a bridge? It came through us. Who made a skyscraper? It came through us. So this next future is going to anchor through humanity, and we have to decide what we want it to be. So it's just like a cautionary moment of like, don't get super focused on the deconstruction of the world. And there's going to be a lot of truth that rises and it's going to be like, ew. And you can pay attention to it and it's kind of interesting, but make sure you also pay attention to the truth that's arising in you, the authenticity that's arising in you, the freedom that's arising in you, and how you are designing the future. Yeah. Okay. That's what I have to say about that.
Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to see if I can offer any other wisdom from tarot. Usually, tarot just kind of reflects back what you say.
Yeah, but it adds other layers and it adds other dimensions and it shows us some other things.
Take
Yeah.
this first card.
Yeah.
So this is a 4, and this is cups. Cups is the element of water. It's intuition, it's feeling, it's feminine energy. And we see the individual kind of leaning against the tree, and there's 3 cups standing in front of him, and he's sulking. His legs are crossed, so he's blocking energy getting in through the root. His arms are crossed, so he's blocking energy getting into his heart. He's blocked off from the world. And if we go into this place of black and want what is not available to us, we have these 3 beautiful cups. The universe aligns and brings us to us what's in our hearts, but we have to open to receive. And if this person, he's pensive, he's thinking, he's in his mind, and the mind is a trap of the rational, what I'm supposed to do, you know. And the other thing that comes up with cups is many times we want to please others, but we forget about ourselves. And this is about going inside and connecting with the divine, because the divine is always gracing us with love, always providing us with these beautiful rays of light. And this person has chose not to receive. He's not conscious, he's not awake, he's not receiving. So we want to open up to something more. With our cups. 4 is the number of stability. So many times we get in these constructs of, I have to work, I have to pay my bills, I need 4 walls, I need 4 wheels on my car. These 4s, it's structure. It's a lot of structure. But within that structure is, what does it feel like? What do I really want? So this is about going inside to find out what we really want. And why not come out of the other side? We go inside, and all of a sudden I own my power.
Yeah.
And I'm using my intuition, because the king is the master of his feelings. Mm-hmm. He's sitting on a throne, and he's on the water, gentle, easy water, with his crown, and he's holding his cup. I love the color blue, and I love that there's so much blue in this as well. Blue is the color of a throat chakra, and it's the color of truth.
Yeah.
So once I know my truth, I can live my truth. Yeah. But if my life is based on the conformity and the necessity of life, the rigidity of life, the boxes we put ourselves in, I can't do that. Oh, that's too hard. Yeah. This is saying I'm the master of me. Yeah. I feel my life. I can feel my life going forward. And this is also because it's water. It also has to do with intuition. And we know the full moon is really important for illuminating. And when we have a full moon in Leo and the fire and inspiration, it's like, open up and it will be revealed, and it will be revealed to you, and you will be the master of your heart. So you will lead your life based on your heart, not to please others, but to align with yourself. And so if we're doing those 2 things, and this was the outcome card. If you see this card, this is generally called the happiness card. All 10 cups are full. It's, I'm full, I'm complete. You may find that you're complete now in some areas of your life that you need to leave behind. Yeah. So that feeling of completion is about looking back, honoring the journey, honoring where you've come, how you have grown emotionally and feeling and trusting your intuition. So it's a reflection. It tends a completion, but it's also a beginning. So when I am complete with my former life, what is it I'm moving towards? And this is about bringing, if you want, people always say, what makes me happy? It makes me happy when I'm aligned with my heart, when I'm with other people who are aligned with their hearts, and we can share joy. This is saying, get out of your head and have fun.
Yes.
It's supposed to be fun. Yeah. It's supposed to be fun. If it's too hard, that constrictive energy is telling you to move. Don't you feel uncomfortable when you're constricted? You're like, you want more space. So this is, and look at their arms out. So the heart chakra receives. If anybody knows yoga, the cat and the cow pose, I'm telling people all the time, open the heart in the back and the front to receive. This is receiving. This is receiving all the blessings and all the beauty of the world. Receive it. because I have to tell you, as humans, I have found we're not really good receivers of the beauty. And I love Amanda has a tagline on her email, something about all beauty. What is
Oh
it?
yeah.
Something about beauty.
Something like sea beauty.
Beauty in all things or something, and see the beauty in all things.
Yeah.
See the beauty of your life. Because what the mind does, it goes to fix something, it goes to solve a problem, it goes to strategize, it goes to plan. But the heart just wants to live free and be happy. So this is about letting it in, not holding back, being the master of your world,
Yeah.
and have pure happiness. And look at all the blue, which means it's true. It's
Yeah.
aligning with the. So I think the cards, I never know what they're going to say or do, but I'm always appreciative that it is so aligned with the energy that I'm feeling now as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
So
I love
thank
the
you for
last
that,
card
Amanda.
too, because I feel like the first two cards are very solo, and then the last card is like a gathering. It's small. Like in that card, it's like a small family, right? But so gathering with people, it doesn't have to be huge. It could be two or three, four other like-minded people, but it's a lovely thing to gather in that play and in that expression and in that celebration of what's been accomplished before we move forward. I love that. I love that. Mm.
Yeah, it's the simplicity of life.
Yeah, it
So
is.
beautiful.
It is beautiful. Thank you, Kathi. Those were perfect cards. I always really appreciate your perspective with the tarot. You're very good with the tarot. It's kind of masterful to watch you do it. So thank you so much.
Yeah. And I'm
Good.
happy that everybody joined us, and we've got flower essences tonight, which I'm totally fascinated by and looking
I'm
forward to.
excited
So,
too. I'm excited too. So remember full moon energy, remember to get in the bath or the water. Remember to put a glass of water on your windowsill and drink with that water charged with that full moon. Remember to ask for special dreams. Go ahead and ask to work with the moon in your dreams or the energies in your dreams, your own divine essence in your dreams. This is going to be a really nice time for dreaming as well. All right. Anything else you want to add?
Amanda, I'm going to put you on this. Well, I want to know what flower essence would help open to the moon.
Ooh,
I
what
know
is it?
frankincense and essential oils,
Yeah.
an essence
Um,
to open to the possibilities.
There's
Nothing's
quite a
coming to mind.
few like datura. There's a few that are like white trumpet,
Oh,
like that white kind of trumpet flower. So they would
lily.
really have that, perhaps a white lily, a white datura. There's one that they dedicate to Green Hope Farm Essences dedicates to Mother Mira, and I think it's white marigolds. So there's a lot of sort of, I would lean into the white trumpet shaped flowers. That's where I'd go.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Everybody got a bonus.
Yeah, good. All right. All right. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your
Hopefully, we'll see you
moon.
soon at Heart Tree. Take
Yes,
care.
absolutely. Bye-bye.